welcome to nothing. There we are. What the hell happened there? Hello, everybody, and welcome to a pub chat here where we ask the question, why is everything broken? What the hell?
Because you updated.
That's probably it. But yeah, pre-show, we couldn't hear the song playing. I had to screw around. It was just...
normal.
Yeah. There, that worked, didn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh dear God. Well, it's funny actually because my car has suddenly developed dementia.
Oh no. Keeps taking you to the bar when you want to go home.
Well, like a few days ago, right, my rear wiper just suddenly came on and I couldn't switch it off. I was, trilling the switches. Yeah. It wouldn't switch off. Couldn't switch it off at all. That was a bit weird. And then the next day, I got like a display center console thing, for your navigation maps and info and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. When you switch the car off, that stayed on. Right. Okay. So I switched off I switched it off manually, which is really funny because it's got a touch display thing. And you can go to settings and it's got switch display on or off. It's like, well, why has it got an on button on the display for a touch display? Because when you switch it off, you can't see where the button is. What?
Wow, yeah.
Okay, stupid. Okay, right, never mind. Moving on. So then like, a couple of days later, now the screen's off. We've unplugged the rear wiper. Then I noticed that all the little switches for the electric windows and stuff on the inside of the door, they don't switch off when I switch the car off and take the keys out of the ignition.
Holy man!
So wake up the next day. I know I've got water coming in because the carpet's wet, so I know it's water ingress that's doing it. But I come in the next day, start the car, nothing. Absolutely dead as a door now.
Oh,
so I've had the RAC out today, to help get the car boosted and get it going again. And it's got like 2 amps being drawn from the batteries when it's off.
You should have a look at the Car Wizard's latest video with the Land Rover Discovery Series 2. The guy was having issues where the left blinker wouldn't work at all. The right one wouldn't stop once you turned it on and a couple other things. And they found that his entire electrical system behind his dash was about to just catch on fire and nuke the car.
Really?
It was melted and bad. And the kind of things you're talking about, that don't sound right.
Yeah, I think it's wet. I think
which is
maybe,
never good,
It's not good. It's not good. Like I say, my front carpet's wet, and I think water's coming in through the sunroof.
Level 70. No, he's got a Land Cruiser, but I just brought up the Land Rover because But yeah, no, the Land Cruiser being built by not numpties will probably be okay, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you can drive it through a lake and it'll be all right.
Yeah,
as has been seen on other channels. But no, it's going to have to go to the vets.
Yeah,
to get seen to.
Yeah,
I think. Poor thing.
Take it into Clarkson and get the hammers out. I don't know if anybody knows the stories, but in my area, right at the corner here, they took out a dangerous 4-way stop where 2 roads were about this far apart from each other. So it wasn't quite a real 4-way, and it was just crash, bang, boom all the time. So now we've got a roundabout. This is why like a month and a half, 2 months ago, we missed a few shows because my power was out or I didn't have internet or something because of the construction. Well, I went across to the liquor store, which is over there, and that takes me across the new roundabout in the new road. And I'm so used to that little piece of road being closed all the time because of the construction. I literally almost got myself run over today going over to get drinks because it didn't click that there's now traffic on the road. And I just about walked right in front of somebody without looking. Be careful if you're like me and you fly in autopilot all the time. It's not always good for you. It was close.
I don't think it's just my car that's getting dementia.
yeah, but it was close, man.
Fucking hell. We're going to get you. Have you got like a big luminous jacket to wear, or like a hazard vest? Just
Yeah,
when
I
you're
need
out
to look like a
walking?
pissed off Frenchman when I go outside,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
Or little kids being walked to school,
Yeah.
or the walking
Yeah.
bus.
Yeah. But, and the car that was coming was very quiet as well. And the only thing that clued me into the car coming was that it had studded winter tires on because, we live part way up the Rocky Mountains. We get real winter eventually here, right? And I could hear it. And I was like, what the hell? Because I was thinking to myself, who in hell is driving on this thing? Oh, yeah, it's an open road again. Look at that. Yeah. It's a good thing I wasn't like hammered with earbuds in or something, just trying to go over and get one last tall boy before they close. Dear God.
Dick reinvents Frogger.
Hey, speaking of which, so if you got two frogs and they're hanging out having a beer, and one guy is actually French, but the other guy's English, and the English guy looks at the French guy and he says, "Hey, frog, so what are you going to do tonight after we drink this?" Does the French guy have the right, or French frog have the right to punch the English frog for making fun of him, calling him a frog because he's French? Or is it, you see what I mean? How would that go?
Well, yeah, I'm sure frogs in France aren't called frogs. There'd be, I don't know what they're called, frog.
But maybe he was
something.
over here on vacation and he's just sick of hearing it, right?
I just call him a garlic eating surrender monkey. Then there you go.
Yeah. And then if there was an Italian frog, no, we better stop here.
Thank God he didn't bring in the blacks and the Arabs. This joke had gone wild.
This frog from Jamaica.
Oh, yeah.
Now, something tells me there's not a lot of...
An English frog and a Jewish frog and a Muslim frog walk into a bar.
As long as it's not in Damascus. Yeah. Yeah, but if it's frogs, it's okay, right? Because eventually somebody's just going to eat their legs anyway. Does it really matter?
Well, what do the rest of the frogs taste like?
Why did people start eating frogs' legs?
Yeah, but why just that bit?
And why only that bit? Are there a whole bunch of frogs somewhere out near like a pond and they all have little wheelchairs because they don't have back legs?
Floats.
Yeah.
They're little floats.
Yeah. Yeah, they have amphibious vehicles that can go on land. Cheap protein. Oh, really?
Yeah, I can't say I have ever partaked of the frog's legs.
Yeah, see, like I've heard people say, "Oh, they taste like chicken." Then eat chicken.
Yeah. Was it? Secular guy, bubbling that up. Yeah, I love frogs' legs, mate. They taste like fish mixed with chicken. Is that what you mean, like genetically mixed? It's like a half fish, half chicken, or just like blended together?
Weird pecking feathered creature that swims through the water. I've never heard of them before.
Yes. So we got a message in the green room from CF Beauty saying she sent a little clip of the thing that's on the bottom of the screen, the supers and the highlights thing, membership, blah 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 blah.
YouTube's being a jerk again. Yeah.
No, well that's what YouTube is doing now until we actually get a super chatter or a member message. So
that's, or a super sticker or whatever.
Yeah. So if you're a member, just send a member message and bugger off.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
or maybe now's the time for a super chat.
Oh, I wonder if our little bot thing is working yet. Has Stream Elements posted anything in the chat yet?
Yeah, I've seen that. Care to help the shows grow? Hit the share button. YouTube loves it when people hit share. Yeah, it's working.
All right. I had no idea. I forgot to look. Yeah. Or chicken and fish mixed. What if it's strange fish creatures that walk around picking at the bottom of the ocean, and the male of the species have to wake everybody up at 5 a.m. for some unholy reason? I'm still trying to figure out this fish and chicken mix. It's kind of crazy.
A bit like surf and turf, really, but with chicken instead of beef.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have those birds called quail that live up here, and they're these fat little birds, and they run around like crazy. They're really fast. They kind of look like like a partridge, but smaller, and they're going to be flightless soon for sure, because I mean they could be crossing the road and literally your tires like a foot away from running them over, and they finally go, okay, I'll fly, and they fly just far enough to be out of danger and then plop their fat asses back on the ground. They're going to be flightless food soon. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, birds just like to be an arse with you on the road, because they will like peck at something on the road. You're herring at them. They don't have a care in the world.
Yeah,
they're just pecking at whatever crap there is on the road. It's probably a bit of chewing gum or something.
Yeah.
and then just a very, 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 very last minute, they will fly off, and it's like, you little git.
Yeah.
I'm not going to slow down for you next time.
Yeah.
And you do see that sometimes unfortunate ones just leave it just a little bit too long.
Yeah. Or you get those ones and they have to race you down the road, They be doing like 50 mile an hour, it seems. They're crazy,
Mm.
I think birds resent the automobile because the bird is no longer the king of speed and whatnot.
No. I thought that was in the realms of the cheetah.
Yeah, well,
and the emu. Well, emu. Well, there you go. That's a big bird.
Yeah, they are.
You never get emu's legs served in a French restaurant.
God, imagine if one flew though, the plop that could come on you. Oh yeah, Oh, a bird shit on my car. I can't find it. Like if you were driving one of those G Whizzes or a little Honda Fit or whatever, the car would just be gone.
Yes, I like your new soft top. Let's drive with the hood off and just taking that air. Oh,
it seems
so
that emu.
Sunny. What's that?
Yeah,
What's that? Yeah. What's that shadow?
Yeah, your car gets turned into a wheelbarrow by a flying bird. Yeah. Anybody have a cloth? It make you feel like Biff from Back to the Future. How he's always getting manure dumped on him.
I hate manure.
Yeah. I gotta watch what I say. My son will hear that. He'll come blasting in here, and he can't be in here while I'm having smokies.
I must admit though, every time I watch that scene, I'm wondering, what did he actually put in his mouth to do that scene?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure everybody. There's some actors out there who just whatever. I'll just throw myself in a pile of shit if you want. I wonder if they had some kind of like extra specially blended prop. Manure, and this is the edible manure. We got it from Crash Services earlier this morning.
But maybe it was more like, hey, if you want a career, eat the fucking manure.
Okay, Mr. Spielberg.
Yeah. No, I wonder.
I came to the revelation the other day. Spielberg directly translate to Story Castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a direct German translation of his name. Is Story Castle.
Huh. He must have made
sense,
that
really.
up then. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's got to be that's got to be a fake name then. Come on.
Oh, doggy, shut up.
Yeah, that's like George Lucas being named shitty dialogue,
Well, He did actually change his name from Shitty Dialogue to George Lucas.
Hey, look, it worked.
Yay!
Member message from Secular Sakai, who we'll have to do a shout out for because there's a new channel and everything as well. Oh God, hold on, I can do it. Tridents Against Tyrants. We'll get the link and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. 5 months for a member as well. Been a day. Got stuff for soldiers. Need beer. Oh, well, great work. Awesome job. And get that beer. 100%.
Yeah.
Agreed. Oh, yeah.
Who's getting the beer? Secular Sakai, or is it the soldiers?
Yeah. Well, get one for yourself and drink it as you're getting one for them. And then you have to go back to get yourself another one that you can then drink with them.
Oh, dear.
Convoluted, but I think it's a good long game. You know, you gotta prepare for the future, right?
My brother, who was in the he ended up being a major in the territorial army. Very, 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 very high. But he discovered. Oh, you know, he was a right cock. he was
Sergeant Major marching up and down the square, kind of asshole.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't an asshole. He was always goofing around, and he discovered that one of those it's like small ammunition tins used for just like machine gun rounds could perfectly fit 4 cans of beer in it. And it wouldn't rattle around. So
brilliant.
That's what he used them for.
That's awesome. That's really good.
Must have been always a hoot going on exercises with him, you know.
If anybody from the 80s remembers the Honda CRX, the cool little 2-seater, I can attest to the fact that 3 kegs of beer will fit in the back of one of those. It's actually true. Yeah, Honda did well with the design of that.
They did it just for you.
It seemed that way at the time because it happened more than once.
And were these kegs of beer legally procured?
Yes, but they were used in an after-hours bootlegging place that we had in Vancouver for a while.
Right.
Yeah, it was cool though, you know, until we had these Chinese guys that were obviously gangsters come in and they were like, this is our area. So, you know, you either work for us or it's our club now. Okay, take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoy it. You know, we didn't leave anything there, but, you know, yeah. We're done. Good. You know?
That's funny.
I was like 18 at the time, man. Maybe just turning 19 or whatever, you know, like, you know. Yeah, no. You can have that, motherfucker.
You could have joined the Chinese mafia.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Look, we got a Wookiee. You know?
Would somebody move this walking carpet out of my way?
You know? Yeah.
You'd have been great. At least you'd have stood out in the crowd.
Yeah, by about 2 feet. So yeah, that little control panel thing's working well. Nobody will know what I'm talking about. It's a new thing in OBS. I get more information now. It's kind of cool. Yeah, but it does mean I can focus on the other stuff better, which I do like. It's actually good. So, let's see here.
Only we didn't actually have any content.
I need a beer. I see Stream Elements. You're right. Okay, I was almost thinking you were bullshitting me there. I'm gonna refill my drink, and you can regale everybody with your tales of wonder and woe.
Oh dear. You really want to do that? Hey, we've got Mikado Media in the house, apparently. Hello, Andrew. Yeah, well, God, I went down a rabbit hole last night, looking up this like the history of America, you know, pre-World War II, and the rise of fascism, because you know we're seeing it, you know, possibly appearing again in the modern day. Oh God, what a horrible situation He has to be. That used to be like, oh God, can you imagine it with the American bunt, trying to get America to join the Nazis, and oh God, yeah. Look, Dick walks away, and I'm talking about Nazis. Yeah, what you walk?
Been there, done that.
What am I walking back into?
I heard you, and I've already face palmed and had to make up over the red spot.
It's funny. It's funny though, because back then in those days, being a member of the Nazi Party didn't have the kind of serious connotations that it does now. People didn't really know it as we do now, and it's kind of strange.
Of all the words that could come after Nazi, that it's party sucks, because they almost ruined the word, and that would have been just awful. Hey, we should get a party going this week. Oh, she can't say that.
Don't say that. Don't say that word.
Yeah, that would have been terrible.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That could have been. One of the long-lasting results. We'd have to call it something else. I don't know. Fuckfest.
Yeah, a winky wink gathering.
Who's coming? Oh, just the usual Goebbels, Himmler.
Okay.
Wait a minute. You're still talking about the other thing, aren't you?
I'm going to have to put you in timeout, man. I swear to God. So that's fun.
Just the usual fellas.
Yeah. So a small rant from me here. I'll keep this short because I know not everybody's into it. But this week in Vegas for the Formula One race was a great example of one of the things that this whole modern I don't know if it's sports entertainment and as a whole, because I don't watch really any other sports, right? But they used to do a thing in racing where the camera would never zoom in too close, except sometimes on like slow motions and whatnot. Because if you're into racing, you want to see the driver's line, where he hits the braking point and so on, especially if there's action on the track. And the Formula One guys, right? And the Formula One guys, though, they zoom in so close for these hero shots of the cars now that you can't even tell if he took the corner right and whether or not he's going to be up on his last time, or like you're basically just going, I've seen those stickers. Yep, I've seen that car, seen those stickers. It's too much. They're doing it too often. Way too much.
They got some Hollywood film director come in to direct it, so they get like really, really close in and fast edits. And
who's the asshole from the Transformers movies? It's probably that guy,
Michael Bay. Yeah. They're gonna go to the slow-mo shot, all the cars tumbling.
Yeah,
more explosions on the track, please.
Yeah, and at the end of the race, you might as well have just sat there and watched the stats as they go around each other, because you don't know what happened.
What do you mean? What do you mean the cars don't blow up? Get me the pyro guys in here right now.
Yeah. Okay, so every car is going to have a hydraulic ram fitted to the bottom so we can flip it when we decide, all right?
Yeah, it's got a huge log in the inside it to tip the car over.
Yeah. Yeah. Next year for the engines, we're using jets.
hey, look, I'll watch. I'll watch.
Yeah, no, but I'm a purist,
that's what we
right?
Want. That's what we want. That's what we want is actual real life wacky races. That's what we want.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. If I do that, I'll go into such a coughing fit that it will be tomorrow when I recover.
Oh, was it Dick Dastardly and Muttley? That was it.
Yeah. It was funny in South Park when they did the return of wacky races, as if they were all real people and not a cartoon. It was really funny.
What do you mean? It was not a cartoon. I thought it was a documentary. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Silly man. Wouldn't that be funny, though, if you could have a racing series like that, Hey, we've got a cool tip that came in through the new Stream Elements thing that we can shill out here.
Oh.
Yeah, here, I can re-trigger the thingy. There it is. And it says, anonymous tip $6 and... Oh, wait a minute. $6.66. But, anonymous? Really? Oh, no. See, it's not anonymous. The system's just being a jerk. It was from Tridents Against Tyrants, which is, of course, Secular Sakai in the live chat. See?
Yay!
You see? You can't trust this stuff, you know?
I don't trust you.
No.
You haven't said that. I don't trust me that much either.
Well, now the system's saying it's a second tip for 420 from Tridents Against Tyrants. Sent 666, but forgot username. So here's 420. Yeah, I set some preset amounts that are kind of funny. So that's both from Secular Sekai. New channel, Tridents Against Tyrants. CF Beauty and the others from the mod team will be dropping the link. We're going to get a community shout out here going. I think it's almost ready. I'm just, I'm a bit of a squirrel chaser. So, it happens that way.
Is that what you call it? Is that what you call them these days?
Yeah.
I thought it was any kind of tail you always have.
Yeah, you can't say skirt anymore, so No, just kidding. I mean, I don't even leave the house, man.
No, it comes to him.
Oh, for hell! Just shut up.
Yeah, he's found the equivalent of DoorDash and my OnlyFans in one.
Oh. That would be like the Han Solo dream right there for a guy like that. Do
you think that's a business model we could set up?
I don't want to talk about that live because I want to make sure that we get the idea patented and copywritten and the whole 9 yards and trademarked. Yes. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's like Uber for hookers. Can we? And we will be doing a name competition for come up with the name for the company in the Discord. So
yeah.
and not here. And not here on this show because we want to keep relatively monetized.
Yeah. Words that describe bodily fluids will not be allowed.
Door splash.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so we got $6.66 in and then $4.20 in. So the that both from Secular Sakai, Tridents Against Tyrants. The pre-done levels, that's funny. I like that very much. I'm going to get a kick out of this.
It's a great name for a channel as well.
Awesome. Totally.
Brilliant.
A lot name. Better than ours.
a lot better than our actual names.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to change my actual name to that.
That's true. I should, I think I'll call myself Lord of the Seven Seas. Well, I don't even like swimming. Why would I do that?
Don't even have a boat.
Yeah, the only reason I know how to swim is in case I fall out of a boat. I don't like to just go swimming,
Not too keen on a bath either, but yeah.
Jesus Christ. I live between two lakes too. Like water sports and stuff are everywhere around here.
Yeah.
Going to the beach is everything. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I did.
Yeah, well, if you had a choice of sport that you would do,
auto racing,
what would you think it would be? Well, no, come on, no, apart from auto racing, that's not a sport. That's driving things around. No, okay. No, let me be more specific then. One of a physical activity nature.
Well, if I wasn't me with the physical ailments and whatnot, I could answer. But if we're talking about me as I sit right now, checkers. I mean,
I was going to say like lawn bowls or something.
Yeah. Oh, not even too much leaning over, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. What's that thing when you chuck horseshoes? A stick.
That's called retirement, Dunk. That's
Damn, I better learn up on that one quick. I don't want to be outdone when I hit that retirement home and all these little old ladies can beat me at that.
Oh, yeah. You need one of those boards that you shuffle things on. Oh, a shuffleboard. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
I could learn to beat them at chess using one of those, butt vibrators, I suppose.
Oh, yeah. It would be like reverse OnlyFans. You have people sign up and they pay money to help you play chess games through the vibration tool that's lodged up your butt.
Yeah, the joke's on them. I'm not even playing chess.
Yeah. You're just sitting at home watching OnlyFans. With a very happy ass.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not too sure about that. Might be a bit loose, but especially at that age, it's probably not something you want to vibrate much at that age.
No, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to come out.
Yeah, exactly, or fall off.
There goes my teeth.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure that thing's ever going to stand up again. That was
again.
Yeah, that was all it could take. That was my last shot. I wonder, like, I think there's lots of different ways to look towards aging, for different strokes and different folks kind of way, because
strokes.
Yeah, like myself, I don't seem to have time to consider it. So whenever I do, I keep it in the realm of humor and fun, because probably I just don't want to really be thinking about it, But yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. It's that sort of age you never think you're ever going to be until you're already there.
If you had to have somebody wipe your ass for you, would you want them to be attractive? These are the kind of things, these are the decisions that are coming up in life.
It would help.
Would it? Because you might just be going, oh, this chick's so hot and stuff, and here she is, wiping the brown knot,
Yeah, but, back in the day, I used to have to beg for them to do that. What are you talking about? Sounds great.
Oh, man. Beg like a stray dog. Jesus. I
think you're asking the wrong person, the wrong answers, the wrong questions.
Yeah, on purpose. Funny recently, Louis Rossman, a YouTuber that does a lot of right to repair and stuff and whatnot. Really good guy. Crazy at times. He did a funny skit on one of his videos for 5 minutes about how in Europe, more often than not, you're going to see a bidet, so you can actually, wash your crack after a go. And whereas in North America, you got the wadded up toilet paper as your go-to standard. And he was totally going off like, do you really think you're properly cleaning all the smear off? He said, just even go get a wet wipe. And when you're done, use a wet wipe after and see that there's still some there. And he was going right off about how North America should just dump toilet paper and switch to bidets everywhere. And for a right to repair techie guy, I was sitting there watching it going, I can't believe this is what I'm listening to right now. It was funny as hell.
Yeah, but the thing is, if his idea went full throttle, they would end up having all these like Japanese style toilets, which are like everything built in, like an entire car wash system built into it. And guess who's going to end up repairing them? Ross.
Yeah.
Louis Rossman, you'll be the guy. You'll be the toilet guy.
That's true. Imagine how strict the rules would have to be if you were somebody who fixed the technology toilets. They have to be sterilized before they show up at my freaking door.
Well, Well, you know the house, like, I was going to say anal. It's probably not the best word to use, but how anal the Japanese are with hygiene. Can you imagine it? The guy who comes up to repair one of those, he's going to be like in one of those like white disposable paper sperm suits, goggles, a mask. Probably an oxygen system.
Oh yeah,
Rubber gloves up
manicured,
to the
everything.
elbows.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just comes in with a little wipe and just like cleans the inside of it. Yeah, there you go, all done. Thank you.
Yeah. One little wipe doesn't even get his white glove dirty. Yeah. Totally.
Splash and wash.
For the average North American that goes to Japan for the first time and heads to a bathroom, it must take them about a good half hour, 45 minutes, just because you want to play with all the tech in there.
It's going to be like that scene in 2001 when the guy's traveling to the moon and he's standing outside the virtual, the zero gravity toilet, reading the instructions.
Yeah. Exactly.
You better plan ahead before you don't wait for that moment where your bum just starting to turtle and oh no, you need to read those instructions. So make sure you know what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Before we start pushing cloth.
Yeah, that's a moment where you want to be ahead of the curve, not behind it. Absolutely.
Mr. Spock says no toilets in Star Trek. Wrong. Star Trek 5.
Doesn't it have one bathroom?
There's in Star Trek 5 when they're in the brig. Kirk presses a little button and the little toilet comes out from the wall. And it says, rather jokingly, do not use roll in space stock.
Yeah. There's a
gag.
They stole that gag in the TV show The Flash because they had tiny little prison cells where the Flash would keep his arch nemesis and whatnot. And in one episode, they finally showed it had a little pull from the wall toilet because, yeah. That was funny. Yeah, and it was totally stolen from Star Trek.
They had one in Firefly. I know I keep bringing on to Firefly. I was trying to get Dick to watch Firefly, but he keeps refusing to watch it because he's an idiot. But there was a scene. There was a scene where you see the captain of the ship and he's taking a piss into the toilet. And it's like one of those stainless steel ones. So that once he's done, he just basically kicks it back, and it folds into the wall backwards.
Yeah,
and it's like, ooh.
yeah. Who has to clean that cubby hole? He didn't flush it first. Yeah, that's why.
Sit on that afterwards.
That's why they let the funny blue guys join the Federation. They're a planet of plumbers.
Oh dear. Hey, do you want an absolutely filthy toilet joke?
Oh, I'm scared.
It's not even a joke. It's a true story.
Okay.
We were once doing a recce. There's a whole bunch of us in the car. And we were doing a recce to I can't remember, some film.
What's a recce?
A reconnaissance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we just basically go down to a place and check it out and plan things out. But we had a bunch of people in the car, and there was a couple of girls there. We had to stop off at like a service station, and some of the people needed to go to the loo, and the girls needed to go to the loo, and I went to the loo as well. And, the usual sort of thing. Everybody's going to the loo because it's something to do, isn't it? But this girl comes back and says, I hate using public toilets. And, this is so disgusting. And, you just never know what's been going on there. And, I hate the toilet paper. And she says, I always pull a few sheets of the toilet paper off and throw it away because I just don't want to have anything to do with it. And I said, yeah, that's why I unravel it of quite a few sheets, wipe my knob on it, and then roll it back up again.
Oh,
she almost threw up in the car. Oh, Dunk goes out to sea, human resources again.
God.
Yeah, my mouth has got me into trouble so many fucking times. You would not believe it. No, I think you would believe it, but yeah.
Dear Lord.
That was so funny. Actually, just so the chat knows, I don't do that. But it's a funny concept.
Yeah. Oh God, I think I'm going to postpone my upcoming trip to the UK just because I'm not sure where you really live.
Don't worry, I wouldn't let you in here anyway. It's not safe. I wouldn't feel for your safety.
Oh man. So it's definitely a thing to get your snacks ready when we do the Starsky show on Saturday. Maybe not so much on Sunday.
Did you say snatch?
Snacks. It just gets worse. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying. This is what happens when we come to a show with no content.
Yeah. Yeah, the idea is we're not supposed to have a plan for this. It's just supposed to be whatever's on your mind for the week. And you can tell with us it's not much. You know?
Yeah. All this is proving that we should be coming with a plan.
Yeah. Pretty
well. Dick's the same. We were talking about this pre-show. Dick's the same as me, and you do have like saying, "Oh right, I must bring up that for PubChat. I must remember." And of course, just things get in the way. Your mind just goes blank, and you just totally forget. And we keep reminding ourselves, to write this shit down.
Yeah. And
I just write it on the walls of public toilets, and I can never remember where they were. So
for me,
someone else is in a toilet somewhere reading what I've written, going, "That's a good point."
Yeah.
I must discuss that later.
I have the thought as I'm doing something, and then squirrel, and then boom, I'm just that's it, right? Yeah, it happens all the time. I end up with like 6 projects half done.
Well. Well, anyway, guys in the chat, hands up, you're still having a good time anyway. So,
yeah.
Hey.
Hey, you know what we haven't done in a while is one of those polls.
Oh.
Yeah, but I have that pop-up chat thing installed on my pop-out chat, so I can't do polls anymore. They're gone. I don't understand it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can do it. Yeah. But I don't know what to do. It's just, it's just an idea.
I know. Just the fact that you can think, I'll do a poll.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I went into full Beavis and Butthead mode there.
Yeah. It's like, we're gonna put up a poll. Do you enjoy this poll? Answer yes, no, maybe, turtles.
Yeah, no. No, we were doing birds or frogs earlier. So frogs. Yeah.
Frogs.
Yeah. And then in brackets, not French people.
Yeah, we love the French. I couldn't shoot a whole one.
Yeah, they're tough but cool.
Yeah, they have a certain je ne sais quoi.
No respect for automobiles in the downtowns. You can't find a car without a dent. It's just not possible.
Yeah, we were talking about that before. Same in Rome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Crazy. But, if everybody's doing the same thing, you just go and buy yourself a $3,000 little hatchback and just let it yourself get bounced around town as you get to work and back every day. So what?
See, the thing is, here's the difference when we were talking about the French and the Italians. The Italians have some amazing motorcar companies.
Nobody drives them. They can't.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they can. I've seen Lambos and Ferraris in the city of Rome, but
that's ballsy, man.
It is ballsy. But the French, can you name? Do the French even make like a supercar or anything like that?
No, they make a sports car now because Renault's sub-brand Alpine has the sports car, the A110, which sadly looks like a retro of the original, and it's not the best looking, but It's
I thought you meant like a French sports car. They'd be taking the roof off a Citroen CV.
Yeah, no. It's a really lightweight, lower power, kind of like a Lotus sports car. It's really good. James May and people like that love them, but they're just a little bit tragic in the appearance, and they're not setting the world by storm at all. And that's basically their big gun. You know, they don't seem to care. They'd rather make 2 CVs and whatnot and DSs and stuff, you know.
Which was that the Citroen with the hydraulic suspension?
Yeah, they both did.
Was that
I
DS?
just said actually? Yeah.
Okay. No, that really sleek Citroen.
The DS is the real sleek, cool one.
Yeah,
right?
And it was cool. Stupid as fuck, but it was cool.
And the De Chevaux, the 2CV, is the it looks like somebody made a VW Bug out of cardboard.
It's a bit like the Citroen Diane as well. Same thing, isn't it?
You know, yeah. Yeah, the Le Car. Yeah, that was the what was it badged as in Europe? I can't remember now. But man, that was just a dinky little car for North America at the time. My buddy had a Le Car as his winter vehicle, and I remember thinking to myself, going down the highway in it to go where we were going, if we spin for any reason and even go into a guardrail, this car is just going to fold around me like a jacket, like a blanket. Oh,
it's going to protect you. It's going to give you a little car cuddle.
Yeah. It was so tinny, like never mind hearing rocks hit the car. You could hear the sand clearly,
Yeah. Dung, dung, dung. Yeah. What's that? Oh, hit a fly.
Yeah,
dung.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hit another fly.
Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah. He was the drummer of the band at the time. I remember, he actually had like an 86 Pontiac Trans Am as his summer car. He just had that freaking Renault car as his winter beater. Yeah. Yeah, he was a damn good drummer at the time. Like for our age, holy crap, man. He moved. I often wonder, what happened to that guy. I hope he kept playing. It was really good. But he had a somewhat unique look. I'm sure I would recognize him even to this day, and I've never seen him. So,
What, 8 arms?
Yeah. No, I think he just got married and just, had pasta and spaghetti and wine all his life. Italian guy.
Yeah. I can't reach the drums anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Get me some pool cues so I can hit the drums.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure of it.
See, that's the thing about drummers. You see them a lot. A lot of them are really, really ripped. Yeah, they're really fit because they're going out at hammers and tongs.
Especially when you put in
unless they're Ringo, of course, like,
or what's his name from the Stones, Charlie Watts, right? He could fall asleep and the song would just keep going. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah, it's all right. I fall asleep while listening, so that's okay.
Yeah. But with the drummer, when you factor in all the rehearsal time and practice and stuff, especially for a young band trying to make it and come up and whatnot, it's very hard to not be in shape, especially if you're like rocking and rolling, right? I was commenting recently how when it comes to like popular music, touring bands and whatnot, guitar players tend to be slim. I think that's probably because they're underfed. They're too busy buying alcohol and drugs. But,
yeah.
But more so than like a keyboardist or a bass player, a guitar player is usually slimmer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an example of the opposite. I can't think of any at this moment in time. It must be the drugs.
Yeah. It's that whole wake up, drink coffee, smoke pot, try to have like something for lunch, and then that's it. You're off on the run. You're doing,
they all fatten up in later years after they're giving up the rock and roll and stop taking the coke. Hey, talking of which, have you heard Snoop Dogg is giving up smoking weed?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of what he's known for. I mean, more so than even being a rapper,
Oh, is that what he does? Oh, I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, well, supposedly, anyway. Allegedly, Yeah.
Yeah.
I always found that he sounded like he was asleep when he was at the mic. It was never my cup of tea. I didn't like him.
I don't really know the guy. I think the only closest thing I've seen to Snoop Dogg, well, there's two experiences of Snoop Dogg, is one when he was played Huggy Bear in Starsky and Hutch. And I
refuse to watch that movie.
No, don't watch it. And there's some funny bits in it, but in general, don't watch it. But also the other thing, when he did an advert for Just Eat, on which is like DoorDash or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he did an advert for one of those on the UK. He does quite a lot of advertising.
Yeah, he'll
PJ will back me up. He's here. Will tell me it's true.
Oh yeah, he will literally spew anybody's company's rhetoric or slogan or whatever for a paycheck, it seems.
Yeah. He won't bother doing any music.
But that's what I mean.
I don't know. Does he? Does he still do music?
Well, that's what I was going to say. He's more known for being a pothead and a B-level celebrity than he is for being a rapper at this point,
Yeah.
When was the last time he put out a song?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know a lot of people get into him. Like Shayna Caldwell there in the chat says she's on the mod team too. So I like his voice, and a lot of people do. And I guess his voice.
He's got a cool voice.
Yeah,
cool,
But I just find it's too laid back. I'm more of like a Chuck D from Public Enemy kind of guy when it comes to rap. I like energy and angst and
Talking of which, we got a local rapper. I say local because he walks past our house every night, and I don't know what he must have a job somewhere, because just at a certain time of night he's obviously just just got off the train, he's walking back to the house just down the road, and you can hear him like just going, hang on, what is it? She done and he's like he's doing all the actions with the hands and everything.
Are you sure he's not summoning the devil?
It almost comes across like that, but it's obviously just like freestyling it in his head, and it sounds like he's at Wembley Stadium. When he's just doing it down the road, he just sounds like a cranky old idiot.
Yeah, he sounds like Scooby-Doo drunk.
Yeah, I know. It's so funny. It's just like the kids, whereas like sitting outside, you can hear him walking past, the hedge and whatever, and you can hear him. they all just look at me because they know I'm going to say something.
Yeah. Oh God, he's going to do it again.
But it's like the thing is, it's like. And you see it all the time, actually. When people, they end up on the news, for some story or whatever, and and it's usually all about me, and they're always like artist, model, and rapper. That's always tagged on the end of their description of themselves, and rapper, and. You mean you can't sing then? Okay, you're a rapper then. You want to be in the music industry, but you have zero fucking talent, so I'll be a rapper.
Yeah, you're a modern day William Shatner, for God's sakes.
Hey, William Shatner can rap. Don't knock the Shats.
Him reading the Beatles.
Captain
Come on.
Shats.
Yeah. It looks like the Stream Elements bot has shit the bed. I don't know what happened there. It started just freaking out and giving everybody shout outs. Hopefully all members and stuff, I don't know what's going on though. Yeah. But yeah, that's I mean, Lewis Hamilton, Formula One driver, he was been on a couple of songs because he's diving into music these days because he's a Renaissance man, and he's the same kind of thing. I bet he's gonna have like racing driver, and now that he's helping produce a movie, right? It's gonna be producer, rapper, kitchen bitch, and all around nice guy, says his mom or something,
Yeah. It states on his CV, which he wrote himself.
yeah. And his mom told him to fuck off, but we're not gonna. Yeah. No, I don't know that. I'm not. Don't do don't do that.
Yeah, and you wouldn't put that on your CV anyway.
Yeah,
or you might.
Yeah. It's like
hobbies and interests.
Yeah, but it's like with modern TV. There's so many executive producers, and most of them are just getting the credit because they're involved in the business in somewhere along the line, right? Like Gene Roddenberry is listed as executive producer on Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Really? What did he do?
Nothing. I actually don't understand how he got that credit.
He is listed as executive producer on the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and yet he has a tombstone. I mean,
well, maybe they got a tip jar at the tombstone, and the tip jar. No, because that is the funny thing. I've explained this to a few people that I know when they see they know somebody as an executive producer.
Yeah,
what does executive producer means? All that means sometimes, this is how it works, is sometimes somebody on the production managed to broker a deal so that they get, a bit of a discount somewhere, like grading and a grading suite or an editorial suite. So they get a bit of a discount. Yeah. That then qualifies them as an executive producer credit.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a joke.
That's all it takes.
That's why, like the intro to Star Trek Strange New Worlds is long for a modern show. And it's because there's like 27 executive producers, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, it would take like 17 limousines just to get these people to an event. It's ridiculous. And if you don't have to go that far back in history to find a point where there was one executive producer.
Yeah, someone who actually worked the budget. The producer does that.
Yeah,
the executive producer will be the one that
gets the money.
The producer does that. Oh, hang on. It can't. It's a bit tricky. The executive producer could be the brokerer on that, and that's why he's an executive producer. It could also be that the producer has brokered the money, and the executive producer has found a better deal. It can get really
so he's the
messy.
Mobster.
Yeah, it can get really messy. But this is the reason why you can have like 30 executive producers on a show.
Yeah,
it's not because they're contributing.
No.
Sometimes the producer should be titled the person who fucks things up. And should just shut their mouths and let everybody get on with it.
Yeah, very much. Very much. Especially in this day and age, right?
It's like I went to had a meeting with the producers on Rome, and I brought a whole load of artwork, that I'd done for the show. And one of those was of the overlooking the Circus Maximus, because the whole show was like based on the Aventine Hills, so it's all like part of the whole Rome story. And I had this painting did of one of the scenes would be overlooking the Circus Maximus, which is like the big arena. You have the chariot races around, sort of thing, and and we have this meeting, and I'm showing them this. He goes, "Oh, this is fantastic. This is fantastic. Was this here?" Yes, it was in Rome. It was in Rome in 80 BC. This is when the show is being made.
We tore it down brick by brick and brought it home so we wouldn't have to pay the damn fees for location shooting.
No, but we were shooting in Rome.
Oh,
we were in Rome doing it, but they would get. Did that exist? Did that exist during that time? Yes, you're the producers of Rome. Now, not to sully them completely, but so the producers on Rome were also the same producers who brought us the Italian Job, the remake.
Okay. Because I was about to say, isn't
remake,
that like revered over there? Like,
Yeah, the remake isn't. The remake can just fuck off.
Yeah. I remember when, what's his name? Is it Wahlberg that's in that one?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Wahlberg was a guest on Top Gear when that was coming out, and he was like, coming over here and, remaking this movie that's really like revered by everybody was scary because, in Hollywood, nobody gives a fuck what you do with their movies, man, but, it was funny. He knew that, I also think at that point, he knew that they had a dog because they tried to steer the conversation away from the movie fast.
It's not a great movie.
I've not seen it.
The reason why the original one was good because of the absolute flipping charm of it. It's not just because of the action. When the action in it was fantastic, the shooting and stuff. But of course, in the remake they didn't bother with any of that. They took away all the charm. So what have you got left?
I've not seen either, so I'm not. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to rag you about not seeing the original, but you should.
Yeah. Well, I hear it's a good movie for car people. Yeah. It's got really good stuff in it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it comes up a lot for that.
And Michael Caine is absolutely fantastic in it.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
I've always liked him. He's one of those guys. He can play pretty much any role. And sure, there's a lot of Michael Caine in it, but he does actually play the role at the same time. He's really good.
Did you know that if you try to film when I'm holding a cigar, it actually looks like a sausage? And so what we have to do when we're filming, we have to replace the cigars with sausages so it looks like a cigar. Yeah, not many people know that.
Where is that from?
It was just here. It was just here in the room. Didn't you know I live with Michael Caine?
Oh, yeah. He's your father, don't you know?
Uncle Mike.
Yeah. Well, let him know that my son is a big Batman fan and would like Bruce Wayne's autograph.
Well, you want Bruce Wayne's autograph. You can have Michael Caine's autograph. No, don't want that. I want Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
the fictitious one. Yeah. I will get him from the Lego movie to do it.
No, if my son met Michael Caine, he'd be like, "Oh, you're from Britain. Do you know Eric Idle?"
Yeah.
That's what it would be. Do you know John Cleese? Did you ever get to meet Graham Chapman?
Yeah,
that would be him for sure. Yeah,
Oh, there's a funny quote. Michael Caine. He was at some convention, and they were having a go at him about Jaws. Was it Jaws 3? He was in.
Oh yeah,
really bad film.
Yeah,
and they was like ragging on him about that film. And he goes, "Well, pay for my mum's house." So
that's funny.
He always had that. He always had that kind of like quality about them. He just didn't fucking care with a paycheck.
Yeah.
And one of the first things he used to do when he was looking at a film script was like, where is it set? What lovely sunny location is it? And how much do I get? It's like that. Yeah. That was the two things. And so that's why he's in some pretty awful films. Because it was in a nice place and he got paid a lot. So
that's why he did. That's why he did Blame It on Rio for sure. Then yeah.
Oh yeah, he probably executive produced it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure.
Yeah, Pretty younger girls in Rio on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take a paycheck for that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. What about this gritty drama? No, fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, and you never, in the Batman series, you never see him out in the Gotham rainy dreariness, right? He's always just, hanging out in the lovely posh house.
See, the thing is, as he's got older, he has actually started doing a lot of grittier movies, and
he's great in
some of his finest work has been recently.
He was really good in what's that the new British spy series? It's over the top and fun,
Yeah, Kingsman.
Kingsman, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of those. The first one caught me totally off guard. I had no idea it was going to be that kind of movie.
Yeah.
I watched the first one just because I was like, okay, so it's a bit James Bondy. I'm in the mood for that, and I couldn't decide, so I just grabbed it to watch.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I entirely like it. I think it hits on the nose a little bit too much here and there, but
yeah, I like the way it can flip from over the top to more gritty and stuff. Like I like that back and forth. I found those Red movies with Bruce Willis had that too. They could totally flip from crazy action that's all intense to like comedy moments and stuff. I was a big fan of those.
Yeah, PJ brings up a good point. The Assault on Precinct 13, the John Carpenter film, was a great movie. Remake was terrible.
I haven't seen either.
Yeah,
I'm terrible at this game. I'm better at the music game. I know a lot of tunes, but I'm a little starved on movies.
He is.
Yeah.
We tried to force feed him movies, but he just doesn't partake.
No,
he won't
stubborn.
Have it. Yeah, he'll just spit it out.
Yeah, the more you push, the longer it's going to take.
Yeah, well, that's what she said.
I'm just very nailed into certain genres of things, right? Like I'm not even really fond of comedy and sci-fi. And that eliminates some sci-fi from my watching and stuff. And I like science fiction crap,
You certainly do have an aversion of picking on new stuff, even though it's recommended. Do you have? I mean, I had a similar sort of conversation with my sister years ago, and she'd just been skiing, and she came back from skiing, and she says, "Oh, you should go skiing. You must go skiing. You should go skiing." And I go, "I don't want to go fucking skiing." No, you must go skiing. You must go skiing. No, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Do you have a similar thing as someone who tells you, "Oh, you should watch it," and you kind of go, "Well, if they're telling me I should watch it, then I don't want to watch it."
Well, for something like this Assault on Precinct 13, I have no preconceived notions. But when other ones are being brought up that I didn't watch originally, there's usually a reason behind it, like a feeling or something. And I'm just like, no, I don't want to watch that one. I don't know what it is, right?
Well, to bring it into context, the original Assault on Precinct 13 was made in 1976.
See, I can watch 70s movies, no problem, right? Yeah. Shelley Winters asks, what genre am I watching? Well, I like science fiction stuff, and I do
Not Firefly, though.
Well, you're just making it worse,
I know. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is, when people harass you about it, say you should be watching it, you should watch it. Does that make you more averted?
I think that's just an absolute in life period, anytime somebody's like, blah, 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 I'm just like, fuck off already,
Yeah, I think with you, I think that's probably actually quite true, actually.
Yeah, I think it's more just like a core personality trait.
Yeah, exactly. It's you. Yeah.
But, yeah, and, I do like action-y stuff, but there's got to be some story to it. When it's just simply action for the sake of action, and it's 20 minutes before the plot finally moves again, I get kind of bored. I don't like that. So I have a hard time with the those kind of movies, right?
Well, it's like the John Wick movies. A lot of people are really into the John Wick movies.
Oh God! After
Now,
movie 2, there was no way I was going to bother with the third.
well, this is what you kind of like talking about. It's like it's action without content sort of thing, and it's well choreographed. The action's great, but Jesus Christ, get on with the fucking story.
Yeah.
And that's the plot is so thin to carry it.
Shelley says Dirty Harry. I love those. Oh yeah.
Dirty Harry is a perfect example of the opposite to what we were just talking about with John Wick.
Exactly.
Is the action isn't always drawn out, and it is pretty much edge of the seats. Edge of your pants, edge of the seats, edge of something. But it's there's something special about it that
I know.
makes
I agree.
Push through.
A good example of that would be Michael Douglas, Sean Penn, the movie The Game from like 1999, 2000, whatever. There's all kinds of stuff going on. It's crazy. It's all over the place. But there is this desire to know more and a cohesive story growing and building and whatnot with backflashes and everything. It's not simply just hunting or whatever,
Yeah, one of my favorite Douglas films was Falling Down.
Yeah, that's an awesome one.
And that is full of story, filling in the gaps as you go along. And you're learning more about this, what just seems to be like a perfectly nice guy.
Yeah.
And as the story progresses, it just gets darker and darker and darker. I love it.
Yeah, I agree there.
The crowd mentions American Graffiti. American Graffiti was one of my all-time favorites. And I met my wife through that film because...
Cool.
Yeah, I was just sitting in a pub and I was talking about American Graffiti, and there's this little skinny girl there said, "I've seen that movie too." So it's like she had an in to this awesome cool guy that was sitting opposite to her, who turned into me eventually.
Oh man. We're gonna have
it's like the opposite of the Princess and the Frog.
Yeah,
she found her prince, and he later turned into a frog.
Yeah, we're gonna have her on the show soon. The title of that show will be "Regrets and How to Deal with Them."
Dunk a review over 50 years.
This is your wife.
Oh, she loves me. She tells me that every now and then.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing.
I do give her a script, so you're on page 3, honey. Read that line.
Yeah,
I love you.
It's amazing how passionate she can be with a gun to her head.
Oh, if only he was lying.
Yeah. Oh man, my some people talking about some older movies there in the chat. My son loves a lot of the older movies. He's big for Mary Poppins right now. He can sing all the songs, loves it. Oh yeah. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke's a pretty cool guy.
It's quite an awful film.
I actually to this day still haven't watched it, but Felix has. I don't think
that just surprised me.
Yeah. Felix hasn't. I don't think watched the whole movie either. He just watches the song clip parts that are on YouTube, right? Because it's all clipped up, Yeah,
is this one of those films that just it could just deserves a bit of remastering and just cleaning up a bit and just making things tie in a little bit better.
Yeah, they need more.
It was an incredible production.
They need more CGI banthas in the back and whatnot.
Yeah. Hand shot first. Yeah, all of that kind of thing. Yeah. When Mary Poppins shoots Greedo in the bar scene, that was terrible. Yeah.
Yeah. They should let George Lucas redo that movie just to see what would happen. Princess Leia has a serious talk with her.
But it is one of those absolute Disney classics, and my God, they seem to have lost the way now. They don't know how to they don't know how to make a future classic anymore. They just make
well,
now.
they gobbled up Pixar and ruined that, and now the Pixar movies are just the look of that style of render. That's all that's left now. They're nowhere near as good. The heart and soul of the whole thing's gone. Now it's just money, money, money.
Star Wars, you name it. Aren't they? Don't they own like the Marvel stuff as well now? Aren't they sticking their little dirty fingers in that as well?
That would explain why most of the Marvel TV shows suck. Because they're terrible. They just had Samuel L. Jackson doing Secret Invasion or whatever. And I didn't even get through it. I stopped watching. It was just so dull.
The thing is, what doesn't surprise me is like, well, actually, their comics were pretty much the same thing.
Never read one.
Well, I know you, but you are aware of them. It would be like
I've heard of them,
Spider-Man and whatever, and and it would just like they'll chop and change characters out, and it would be some guy going, "I will take vengeance on you," blah blah blah, something man.
Yeah.
fill in blank, and you're just like, how is this? How is this going to translate over a long period of time where people aren't just going to get bored of it?
Yeah. The early few Avengers movies still hold up. But as the thing goes and goes and goes, everything looks like it's just done for the toys and the merchandising. And it seems so like there's loopholes in what they say all the time. It's crazy, It's
the thing is, I bet you could take a whole bunch of Marvel movies, cut them up into little bits, and make like 5 new movies without actually anything new, and no one will notice.
No, exactly. Yeah, it'd be like, hey, this is great. Yeah. Loki is a good one, Shelley. I'll give you that. Yeah, Loki. They finally got one of their TV shows right. I did like that. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, they've screwed up a lot of it, and then they cancel the shows that people like, and it's crazy. I don't even
a bit like Firefly.
I'm not all that. Yeah. The whole there's all these new characters coming up in new Marvel movies, and I've never heard of them, and I didn't know the early ones. Like I'd never heard of Iron Man, but it turned out to be an okay movie. But you get to a point where how invested do you want to be in this whole big, huge, connected, long story? You're eventually just like, oh God, I give up. It's like those in science fiction novels and stuff. It's like the Shannara Chronicles. I mean, for God's sakes, that goes on and on. I think there's an entire rainforest gone because of those books alone. The guy won't stop writing them.
Well, it's like when people was like, getting all excited about Black Beetle, and you go, who? What?
Yeah,
What's that?
exactly. Yeah,
and Man Scorpion, the Limping Lizard, and half fish, half chicken man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Copyright the Shills, by the way.
Yeah. There's a new one coming out about an alligator that can transform into shoes and a briefcase.
I'm going to be executive producer on that one. I went in. That sounds great.
Yeah. It's his way of sneaking around.
There's a pair of cowboy boots just walks into a bar. Just
yeah. That's
no. The cowboy boots would be his arch enemy, would be Dr. Snakeskin.
Yeah. Oh, this has got 60s Spider-Man animated all over it.
I tell you what, it's got fucking legs, I tell you. We just gotta write it down and
as long as they're not frogs' legs, because they'll just get eaten.
Now you're talking about the third member of the team.
I thought you were going to say the third estate. I was like, really? It's frogs?
Yeah,
that's not what I was taught.
Captain Frog's legs to the rescue. French accent.
Yeah, but they'll still cast Brie Larson, and she'll ruin it.
True. Yeah. Fuck it. Let's scrap it. Let's scrap the idea. Before people can start hating on us for creating it, it's actually the safest plan right now is to just scrap the idea. Otherwise, the internet's going to hate us forever.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? If they do make a Super Frog movie, they'll cast Ryan Reynolds in it and give him a green animated suit because that went well. Oh, man.
We'll just get Kermit.
There you go.
Crossover.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's actually funny. It's actually funny because if you think about it, when like Disney did the Star Wars movies, if they had hindsight and they could see into the future and see how people are just going to respond on the internet about the terrible films that they made, they would just have those board meeting, just look into the future in the crystal ball and go, yeah, let's not bother.
No, you know what? They wouldn't have.
Not do it.
They wouldn't have because they almost tripled their money on it, and all they have to do is park the franchise for another 9 or 10 years, let nostalgia kick in a bit more, and boom, another 3 movies. That's how this works, right? They can't lose.
I forgot the ka-ching factor.
Yeah.
Quality story and entertaining people doesn't matter. We don't care as long as you buy our tickets. Yeah. And the same as this show. We don't care if you like the show or not. Just make sure you hit the like, and subscribe.
And buy your tickets. Yeah.
Buy your tickets. Yeah. And go and see the merch store on the way out, the gift store.
Yeah.
By the exit.
Yeah. There you go. It's a great idea. There's lots of good stuff. Here, you know what? Shopping. Here, I can do that. What? Get started. Why is it doing that? YouTube is doing this thing. It's like I've never done this before or something. It's acting really strange. Here, I'll tag four shopping products into this stream right now. And you know what? Here, I'll pin the baby Starsky sticker. There it is. I don't know what pinning it does. Y'all tell me. I don't know. I still haven't figured this out because I'm not on the outside of a viewer, right? I don't see it that way. I don't know. Here, I'll unpin it now and see if you see a difference.
Nothing happened.
Okay, that figures.
The pin comment is the buy the Shills a Ko-Fi.
Oh yeah, is that supposed to be pronounced coffee?
I don't know.
Yeah. Let's ask the viewers. Is it coffee, or are we supposed to really say Ko-Fi, or what the hell's the deal there? I thought it was Is it
sci-fi or skiffy?
It should be beer.
No one knows. No one knows. It's like
beer.
GIF.
Yeah.
Is it GIF or GIF? No one knows.
Marshall Jones, you're right. The tick was funny, man. That was really good. Yeah, agreed. That was good. I had no idea what that. Yeah. Ko-Fi.
Oh, the series.
Yeah, it was funny. It was good.
Yeah, that guy was good.
Yeah. I was all set to watch Gen V, the second show in the series from the TV show The Boys, set in the same universe, but it's all angsty teenagers and stuff, and I was like, oh, for God's sakes, no way. I'm just not doing it. No.
Isn't that the worst?
Please. I did that, and now I'm doing it again as a parent. And the last thing I want to do is sit down to enjoy that when I want my, release at television. Yeah, that's exactly what I want, you fucking dolts. Jesus. I don't get it, you know. And
Yeah,
there's
it'll
so
drive you
many shows that do that. How many, like, do you all think that teenagers just sit around watching TV? Like, you're idiots if you do, because it's called YouTube and stuff. They're not sitting there watching TV. The television is just a portal to other things like game systems and stuff. Like, it's stupid. Why are all the shows based on angsty teenagers and shit?
Well, I'm sure some of them watch him, and you know, and they go, "Oh, that I can really relate to that character. That's me."
Yeah.
And someone else is doing it on another show or whatever.
You know
I
what?
don't know.
I bet teenagers are honest enough to go, I hate that character. But they're not honest enough with themselves to relate to the character.
The only thing I can say right now is teenagers get the living shit out of me.
Yeah.
They don't care less unless someone will bleed. So darken your clothes and strike a violent pose.
Okay, yeah. It was funny at first, but you know.
It's not funny anymore.
Oh God!
Hey, look, I'm trying to put some fucking entertainment.
Yeah,
in the show,
you carry a tune like I carry a mountain. You know.
I carry a tune like I carry my STDs.
Yeah, openly for all to see.
Hey, look, okay, I can't sing, but nobody says I didn't.
Yeah. I've never been to a tea party before where where you could obviously tell somebody had the drip as they walk in. Oh man. I don't know. It's almost an hour and a half here. Do you want to go a little more? Should I refresh my drink? What do you want to do?
Do what you like. Okay. Teresa asks, Dunk, do you sing in the shower? What's one of them? Don't bring your foreign concepts to me.
His wife has been buying him razors for 17 years, and all they do is fill up a drawer.
I just got a sponge on a stick. What are you talking about? Douse me down. Oh, yeah. Kraut says, let the smut continue. Thank you very much. You must be referring to me. Marshall Joe says, merrily. And Duncan Stewart says, cowboy walks into a fancy dress tea party and hollers, teabag me. What? Oh dear. Yeah. Tea party. Yeah. We yeah, God, yeah, if the Nazis had their way, would there be no such thing as a tea party anymore? We wouldn't be able to say it anymore.
Tea party.
Back.
Yeah, I was hearing you too. Tea party is a word, phrase, name, or whatever that scares me. We have a band in Canada called the Tea Party, and they sound like the Doors reborn during the mid to late era of grunge, where the sound was about to evolve into what's that other band from Canada that everybody hates?
All of them.
Nickelback, and but it was very like the singer really wanted to be Jim Morrison, and they kind of are like they haunt me. I hate them, and yeah. So the name Tea Party, oh yeah, they were terrible.
I can see Dick's skin crawling just you saying the words.
Yeah. They were so overproduced to make up for the fact that they, had the musicianship of like the band The Cult or something. It was, at least The Cult wrote good songs, but, the Tea Party were awful.
I was just thinking, what are you ragging on The Cult for?
Well, they're not very talented. They're just good rock and roll band, right?
I was gonna say, you know, that period, who was?
Well,
For
some
God's
were,
sake.
some were.
But let's face it, you know, you didn't like the old adage says, you look terrible, you can't see, you can't play, you'll be great.
Yeah. You know, like you used to have to work your way up. And then we got to a point in like the 80s there where all you had to do was like have the look and the attitude, and they would just help you with songwriters and get you through in the studio. And then they'd go on tour and sound like Guns N' Roses on their first tour. It was just awful, you know.
Or Guns N' Roses on their last tour.
Yeah, I don't like. I remember when Slash played the outro for Top Gear when he was a guest. He was blowing notes on that because he was wasted. You know, it was hilarious.
Yeah. hang on. He's one that's filled out a little bit. You're talking about guitarists. Who,
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
he's packing a few extra Les Pauls in there.
yeah, that's true. That's true. He's got some punch, right? But in his day, he was a slimmer dude, right? You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Fire in her head. So Mr. Spock says, "Come on, Dawson, fire in her head." I don't know what that is. I bet it's the Cult. Or Tea Party. Tea Party is a great band. Oh, I'm getting cursed out for the Tea Party thing. Yeah, I know. There are people that like them, and I don't like. It's not like that. Listening to the Tea Party is like listening to, oh God, if I do it, I'll just make it worse. But you know, some shitty band. Like they were good. They were more than good enough to be on the radio all over Canada and so on. Right? It's just they don't work for me.
Nice rescue there, Dick. Because we were just about to start losing subs.
Yeah. I bet we already have.
Actually, I was just looking. We're holding over the 8,000.
Wow, really? It's actually working?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It says 8.02K.
Yeah, last time I looked, it was 8,024. And by Friday, that'll be 8,015. And then it'll go up some over the weekend, and then it'll go down over the week. This is what happens all the time.
Yeah, but at least we're over the 8K now.
Yeah, I
We're
think
over the
8K is here to stay now. Oh man, that sounded like a song from the Grease soundtrack.
8K is here to stay. No, I won't start singing that.
Oh, Mr. Spock says the Tragically Hip. One of the best live bands you could ever enjoy, and truly amazing songwriters from Canada too. But they are awesome.
When was the last time you actually saw a live band then, do you think?
For me?
Yeah. It must be a while ago.
Actually, like 4 years ago, I saw Buck Cherry with what's his name?
Chuck Berry?
No. And
Buck Cherry.
Yeah. And oh fuck, I can't remember his name. The guy that used to sing for Skid Row in the 80s. Long blonde haired guy that can sing real high and stuff and squealy wheelie and whatnot. But it was good. Yeah.
Someone will tell you in the chat.
I can't remember. I can't get his name out. Yeah, Sebastian Bach. That's it. Yeah. I just couldn't get the goddamn name out of my mouth for some reason. But yeah, and Sebastian could still hit all the high notes and stuff. Like he still totally has his voice. It was really good.
I honestly can't remember the last time I saw a live band that wasn't just like playing in a pub or something like that. I just can't remember.
I don't go much anymore. Yeah. I know I felt old at the show, and wow, did my ears hurt for like days after. Yeah.
Oh God, yeah, I could imagine it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would really affect you really badly.
Oh, me especially. I got such bad tinnitus and shit as it was. It wasn't a good thing to do. I shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
But, you know, stupid is as stupid does.
Well, because a lot of people these days, they're actually wearing earplugs sort of thing when they go to...
which is stupid. Just turn this shit down some.
It's kind of like what you're saying, isn't it, though? It's just like, well, if everyone's wearing earplugs, why don't you just turn it down a little bit?
Yeah, exactly.
doesn't have to be that loud.
Well, it gets to a point where you're forcing so much sound into a confined space that it's actually now affecting the quality of it, and it's not as good as it. Like it sucks. You know, it actually ruins it. Right? You know, stupid. You know, I mean, I like it loud at a show for sure. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying turn it down like a jazz piano bar or something, right? You know, but there is that point where you're overdoing it, and it, you know. But yeah.
Well, how's that apply to like? You know, there must be like safety sort of like considerations in that. You know, health hazards and how. You know, does anybody even check?
Well,
or is there a kind of an actual limit that's set?
Oh, there is. Well, like, you know, experts agree on certain limits, but governments have never gone into concerts and said, oh, you can only go to this point or something. And they put their little disclaimer on the ticket. So that's that. You know, courts are fine. Nobody cares, you know. Yeah.
Maybe that's why Beethoven was deaf. Just had too many fucking amps on his concerts. Yeah, you visited the old Marshall factory one too many times. Yeah, you went to an AC/DC concert and that was it.
Yeah. I think it was when Beethoven got himself the rectifiers, and it was just, you know, so loud. Amp. These are good guitar amp brands. If you don't, you know, stupid joke.
Yeah, I was going to segue into our sponsor tonight for Beethoven's headphones, and I can't think of the name of the brand of the headphones to make the joke, so never mind.
Yeah, we got to get a few more of those set up coming up. Yeah. The toothpaste out the dog's butt thing was funny.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny. That was really funny. I think more of those would be a good idea.
Talking about music stuff, I went down like a usual rabbit hole I normally go into is like listening to movie music that's being played like by a concert or something. And it, for me, it's like the latest in it's the new classical music. For me, I think the music is just sometimes the music for films is just better than the actual films. It's just incredible.
Yeah,
and it just kind of like wonder what would happen if somebody like Beethoven or Mozart actually
rocked up
zip
and
forward
just
in time and listen to it and hear it and go, oh wow, I love that theme from Star Trek. Whatever it was, above and beyond, or what they called it, but the film sucks, but the music is amazing. Just imagine what it'd be like to hear it.
Soon, that's what people will be saying about movies like The Black Hole and whatnot, just to justify watching them.
Hey, I like The Black Hole.
Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for it.
Yeah, me too. But it's not actually that good.
No,
it's not.
No. Sort of.
No,
it kind of is, and then
isn't.
Right. It isn't. Yeah. Fantastic model, though. The Cygnus model is incredible, but great example. Some of the visual effects were groundbreaking, but at the same time, a bit shit.
There's some, and there's some acting that would clearly be great on stage in a Shakespearean environment, but not so much on camera and everything. Yeah. Okay, so I got about 14 minutes because I do have to kick into like supper mode and everything around here. And then, if anybody's up to it, we can hit the Discord after and do a movie. But I have to do the supper thing in between and whatnot.
That's all right. If you want to, kill it, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, I still got 10, 15 minutes. So I'm not in a super hurry, but,
Well, you better come up with the subject fast.
Yeah.
There's going to be 14 minutes of silence.
Yeah. A couple people in the chat. What's for dinner? I'm doing a home baked macaroni and cheese. And
Again?
Yeah. It's a popular thing in my house. We do it weekly, right? Yeah.
Weekly. We've had it 3 times this week.
No, I don't think so, but it could be twice. But yeah, and then we're having some one of those stuffed like a chicken cordon bleu, except it's Parmesan. But it's really cool.
With frog legs and fish.
Oh. No, the frog legs are on the side. Kind of like French fries, except kind of like chicken wings. It's a weird crust.
Like KFC frog legs.
Yeah. No, they'd be soggy then.
Kentucky Fried Frogs.
I bet, is Kentucky a frog leg state?
I don't know.
Is that how it works? Are you a frog leg state or not? Is it the Americans that like frog legs, or is that more of like a Eiffel Tower kind of thing?
Well, French.
Yeah. I didn't want to say frog.
Okay. Racist. Welcome to the Shills, the only place where people can be casually racist without harming anybody. Because we were racist to everybody. So
the environment was not harmed in any way during this broadcast. Only people.
Although a big chunk of ice fell off the South Pole. So
and it fell on a polar bear.
A panda.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Who was in the wrong place at the wrong
who was
time.
fishing something that's endangered and
yeah. Eating shark fin soup.
There you go. Yeah, going for crazy pandas. No wonder they're being kicked out of that zoo.
Yeah. Not doing enough sex. Yeah, we don't. We're not. What do you think we're putting you on show for? Get on with it.
Exactly. We don't have room for animals that don't fuck on camera. Okay.
This is why this zoo's called Only Pants.
Cross your stripes or get out of here. No, save the pandas. Save them from evil sex dungeons that only want to make money from them.
Yeah.
No
panda trafficking. That's what China have been doing all these years.
It's
just basically panda trafficking.
Yeah, they even lent them out. So they're like,
exactly.
When you're a zoo,
they're enabling it.
When you're a zoo, and let's say you're in North America somewhere, and you want panda bears, do you rent them by the hour?
Wait a minute, I just checked. This is a brown bear.
I want my money back and paid back for the condoms. The condoms? That's one hell of a zoo, man. It goes to show you just got to watch where you work. Be careful when you're filling out a job application.
You don't want to be a panda tickler.
That's true, right?
A fluffer. Sorry, a fluffer.
Yeah. And if they tell you to stick your hand in the hole and it's like through a wall, if it's furry on the other side, pull back and ask for a raise,
Are you insinuating that the zoos are fitting glory holes for Do you know all those sort of like things when you have people like they have like a big cardboard box and they put their hand in. Guess what's inside the box? And then you put your hand in. Yeah. Wait a minute, it's a panda's arsehole. I recognise this.
I think she's pregnant
from my time in China.
Exactly.
Yeah. She's pregnant. Oh, this one's got prostate cancer.
Yeah. I didn't think I was going to veterinary in school.
Hey, you just slipped in a dolphin. That's a blowhole. Come on, I can tell the difference.
After that hole won't blow for a week.
I have stuck my hand in so many holes you wouldn't believe. I know the difference. Wait, Mummy?
Har, Billy, have you ever been to sea?
No, but I've been blown ashore a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Wait.
Be careful what you have to do for that bottle of rum.
Yeah, all right. This whole feels like grandma.
You should never reach in the coffin, Billy.
I can feel her teeth.
Well, let's okay, at this
At that bombshell.
yeah, at this point, if you brought your children along, we're really sorry for that. We don't advertise as rated R, but maybe the little ones should go to bed first.
Yeah, they'll learn, they'll get some life lessons from us, All right.
That's true. Should we do okay, so if you brought your children here and they're all freaked out, this is a joke for them. So there's a bear and a rabbit, and they're having a shit in the woods. And the bear looks down at the rabbit and he says, do you have problems with shit sticking to your fur? The rabbit looks up and says, no. So the bear wiped his ass with the rabbit.
I see the in-house band are on form tonight.
Yeah. Ozzy T got it first, Eddie Murphy. He did that on Delirious. He was like, oh, you brought your children? You thought I'd be up here doing OT and all that Gumby Pokey shit? Yeah, your kids are fucked now. It was funny. It was funny. So what do you think, Dunk? We should end with good consumer advice because that's the kind of person that we strive to be. So,
well, I think we should end on a high. I
was doing that earlier. Sure. You saw the pipe, right?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm just not sure we hit it yet, but we'll just have to end on an. But yeah, go for your consumer advice, please.
So our consumer advice is don't buy a classic Renault Le Car because you'll end up eating racist frog legs that have been doodled by somebody who had to reach through the hole in the wall. Is that right? I don't know, man. I'm kind of lost, and
I'm sure the Nazis were probably involved somewhere along the line.
So let's see here. Big thanks to CF Beauty for running everything in the background with us on the team, like the moderator team and
CF. I'm doing the help me. I'm doing the special words.
Yeah.
I'm winking. Get me out.
You know what? If your avatar does start winking, we're gonna have a talk because I don't think I could deal with that.
You wait till he turns around.
Yeah. We already got the little brown stick sticking out, and people are unsure about what you're handling. We don't need to take that further.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, no. So, moderator team, we got BME, Sada Caldwell, The Kraut, and PJ CNET. So, thank you guys, and big thanks to everybody. Let's see here. Secular Sakai gets huge thanks for a member shout-out message that got that other crap out of the way on the screen. And then there was a super chat for $6.66. And then there was another member message for, man, it's like 420, dude. So big thanks, or shout outs, or donations, or I'm all confabulated. You finish.
No, don't dump it on me after that fucking disaster of an exit. Yeah. So if you enjoyed the show, God help you, and I'm really really sorry. Just don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and all those little buttons and the things that make things work on YouTube. Tickle your notification balls, and and we'll see you next time. We'll come back on Tuesday for the 42 show, where we're going to put our serious hats on and talk about the news.
Oh yeah, and there'll be no bullocks or balls or balloon nuts at all.
There'll be no fun there whatsoever. Just straightforward news.
Oh, it'll be bullshit.
Stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Get your drinks ready. We'll see you then. Good night, everybody. See you soon.
Stay chilly.
Say goodbye.
Night, you shitty buggers.
That's not goodbye.
It's over. Go home.